Yo, we are back. And this is Rick Ross, ARP Philly, ARP Logistics, and of course, the one and only Rick Mastermind Ross. And see this wall right now? This is this is where it all ends, the wall of truth. Here we are, we're here, and we're going to be talking about some things. Now, also, I'm gonna have my co-host join me. He's a man of many many names, you know, but we call him the Red Pill Rescue. He rescues the people from cognitive dissonance and of just basic stupidity, you know, common senses and all that and we're gonna go through you know, we can we can grow our logic and our discernment to the next level. And right now, we're gonna get things going. Now, the black community got a lot of issues, and not only do the black community, the whole world got a lot of issues. But you know, the origin of mankind came from Africa, so there lies the root of a lot of the problems. It starts there. It started there. So something happened, and then when you look at the cultures of the world and the ones that dominated and the ones that took control, well, look at how they handled their so-called forefathers. Everybody came from Africa, so everybody's originally from Africa, believe it or not. I mean, even the white scientists can't even, you know, approve of that lie that, you know, they didn't come from Africa. That's a lie. They got genetic proof, and they got everything's there. So the truth is undefeated. You can't go past the wall of truth. Just really can't. You can try if you want, but yeah, not happening. So we're going to.
The case before the ICJ regarding what I believe is Dissertation.
All right, so this is the beginning of a new year, 2024. Full of great anticipation, ambition, and good things to come. But as y'all can see, it started off with genocide, and not only with that, there's also other genocides that's happening around the world. Good example, you got Haiti, Congo, all these areas where the African American community came from and have roots and, have connections. They don't know anything about them, but they know about the other people who's going through things. Countries they never been, religions they never even understood or was told about. They know all about those other people, but they don't know about themselves. So hopefully we can change all that. Well, anyway, this is just test stream right now. Just seeing how right now we're streaming on 1, 2, 3, 4 different platforms. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because that means we can reach out to other people. And communication is the key to success to any battle because without it, you can't coordinate. Without communication and coordination. So when you're born, you want to win. That means you have to be successful. And you need skills. Hopefully you're doing that. And hope you enjoyed this little talk or rant or address or facts. And we're going to be doing some things where we want to reach out to you and relate to. And when that happens, that's when the symbiotic relationships start growing. Because our culture is a symbiotic parents. Made us into parasites. They made sure we didn't know anything about the fatherland. You know, they just wanted us to know that we came from slavery. Interesting. But things don't add up. I don't feel like I belong in slavery. No, to tell you the truth, I feel more like Kwame Nkrumah. I want to build something. All right, well, I want y'all guys to know one thing. Anything. There's two choices that you have to do if you want to live on this earth. There's slave and master roles. There's successful slave roles and there's successful master roles. Some people fall in certain categories, but the whole thing is how much self-respect do you have for yourself in your bloodline? Do you respect your bloodline? Do you look at your bloodline with pride of what your ancestors accomplished? If not, maybe that means you're supposed to do something about it. That's why you're alive. That's why you're born. Maybe you're born to basically improve the blue that you come from, which comes all the way back, that goes all the way back to the beginning. I'm telling you, man, this whole Dracula thing, the more I talk about it, the more I understand it. And man, it's vicious. Dracula drinks blood. And what and what do and what do these blood drinking vampires want? They want your soul through your bloodline. So it's not any surprise that people, bloodlines, not only are kept alive, just enough to keep going. Everything is deliberate. You just don't know who's deliberately, and who's deliberately initiating the actions, the puppeteer behind the strings. Well, If you look at the hands have strings, and if you look all the way up, you'll see a piece of wood and some other hands. The hands are connected to other hands, and these hands control the other hands. Welcome to Mind Temple, the people that worship control. Yep, that's what they want. They want control. Well, these people, they can be good, and they can be bad. When they're good, it's a beautiful thing. When good, you have a leader or a king like King David. Perfect, beautiful, virtuous. But when they're bad, well, when they're bad, we have plenty of examples on how it can be bad and how bad it can get. Just think of, horrendous leaders like Pol Pot and Adolf Hitler and all of them. But then when you look deeper, you'll notice that those people were triggered. They were triggered. Something triggered them to go down that path. And see, the sooner we start thinking like that, the sooner we can save our children. Years of disappointment, embarrassment, shame. Because the parents are the first people that has the first opportunity to give discernment to the children. So it's serious. So if you have these parents who's, you know, been raised by single parents, it tends to have negative consequences, because whenever you separate, then you're not a whole. Parents is parents means pair. So if you're not paired up properly, you're handicapped. So, a lot of people say, oh, this handicap made me stronger. No, it didn't. Not really. Because what you think is strong and that strength that you gain, you lost something. Everything has a price. It's from the natural path. And that's something to think about. You don't want to deviate from the natural path. You're supposed to go straight, right? You don't want to pull any turns and stuff, because you might miss the target. You don't want to play around and, go out of your way to make things more difficult. When you fight against the universe, you lose. Sometimes you